Hi, welcome to week 6. That's the final week. We've all made it together. You've done so well throughout. Thank you so much for all your chat in the Facebook group and your emails and your feedback. It's been absolutely fantastic. Really excited that we've made it to the end. You've all done so well, and at the end of this week what I'd like you to do is going to take your measurements again. So that's weighing yourself, taking all of your waist, hip, chest measurements with your tape measure, taking an after photo. So have someone take a photo of you front on and also side on, so that we can see how you're looking. How's your posture looking? Do you look more confident? Have you lost a couple of inches? All of that, and we really want to celebrate your success. So do share with us any successes that you've had, whether it be you're feeling better, you've got more energy, you might be sleeping better, or you might have lost a little bit of weight. That would make my day if you send me your feedback and all of your success. So today we have another 40-minute session coming up, so do it at your own pace. Once again, it's going to be a little bit harder than last week, so make sure you feel ready and you found that week 5 was okay. Time to move on to the next level. So what we're going to focus on today is a section of cardio, a section of resistance, and finish with another section of cardio. So we're going to do 10 minutes of each of those. So we are going to mix it up a little bit, creating a little circuit. So let's get started with our warm-up. If you do have any aches or pains or injuries, just avoid any exercises that don't feel comfortable for you, and do let me know if you have any questions or concerns. Great, let's get started on the warm-up. Here we go. Great, so we're outside again today because it's a beautiful day. If you can, get outside for your workouts. Always helps to get some vitamin D, get some fresh air, makes you feel better. For today's warm-up, we are going to be doing some marching on the spot, as usual. Right, what I want you to do this week is step things up a little bit. You're going to need your steps, so bottom step of any stairs in your house or outside. If you do have a step like I do, then you can use that. And let's get started. So marching up and down. So just have a think this week. It's our final week. How have you been feeling over the last few weeks? Gradually gotten things harder. So by now you should be feeling fitter. You should be feeling like the exercises we did in week 1 are now a lot easier. And now it's time to move on to do some harder things. Obviously, if things do feel a little bit tough, stay on that week and only move on to the next week when you feel you are ready. Alright, so if you're next to your step, what we're going to do is start to go up and down. So just that first step of your house. If you don't have a step, what I would suggest is your high knees instead. So either one of those. So remember, by now you should know our 10-minute warm-up, getting things nice and warm, making sure you're not overdoing it. Go at your own pace. Remember, we're moving through the gears of our car engine, which is our body, warming things up from gear 1. Should be feeling like you're in gear 2 now. Good. Excellent. One more. Good. Back to marching on the spot, up nice and tall. Let's roll the shoulders. And backwards. Good. Alright, we're going to reach for the sky or the ceiling if you're inside. Good. Little punches up. Back up to the shoulders. Excellent. And then out in front, some punches. This is a good way of strengthening the shoulders with no impact at all. So a really good way of getting the heart rate up. So boxing is one of the best forms of cardio exercise. But obviously, as Hearties, we don't want to overdo things, and boxing can be really high intensity. So by doing it without the impact and without any weights, can mean we're getting a good aerobic workout without that strain on the arms and without getting our heart rate up too high. Alright, hands down by the side. Good job. Okay, back up to your step. Other leg first this time, up and down. Now you pump the arms as well this time. That's it. Good job. So we're moving into gear 3 now. Feeling a little bit warmer. So after a few minutes, what we want to be working towards is gear 3, gear 4. What that really means is you're starting to exercise. You're feeling like you're starting to warm up. Feeling a little more breathless, but not so much that you can't talk, that you're huffing and puffing. If you do find you can't catch your breath, slow things down, go back to your marching on the spot. Okay, so just keep it going at a pace that suits you. We're nearly there, 10 more seconds. That's it, good job. Okay, back on the spot. Alright, today we're going to do some squats in our warm-up the leg muscles. So let's go down into a squat, hands out in front or on the hips, come down and up, down and up, or hands on the hips if you find that helps balance you better. Good, so stick your bottom right out as if you're sitting back into a chair. Lovely. 2 more. 1 more. Lovely, up nice and tall. Okay, back to our punches, so up to the sky. Excellent. Try not to lock the arm out at the end so that it's nice soft elbow when you're reaching, and out in front. Good, a little bit faster this time. Excellent. See, it's quite hard work. Now we're moving into about gear 4 now, so I'm starting to feel a little more breathless. Really starting to get into the crux of the workout now. Good, okay. Up nice and tall. Excellent. This time we're going to do our side step. So out to the side. We bend one leg. As we go out, we're going to go the same way each time this time. Good. And remember, we're still warming up, so just do what you can at this point. Good. We've got 3 more. If you find that hurts your knees, just don't go as far. Smaller steps. 1 more. Good job. And then to the other side. So same thing. Keep one leg straight as you move. Excellent. Couple more. 1 more. Excellent. Good job. Back to your step, up and down. Excellent. Now, a good way of working out is to go all the way to the top of your stairs and back down again. That could be your cardio workout. Set your timer, 5 or 10 minutes at a go, and try to do it as many times as you can. First time you do it, you might only be able to do it once or twice. Try building that up every week. See how many sets of stairs you can do. If you have access to an office building or you live in an apartment, you might be able to do more and more floors each week, which would be great, and it's a really good measure of if you're improving. Don't be disheartened if the first week you feel really breathless at the top stairs. It is normal, and stairs in particular are really quite hard because they have that forward and upwards propulsion needed. So lots of muscles needed to get upstairs. So it's a really good way of working the cardio and the heart muscle. Good, alright, back to the beginning. And we're going to do a few more squats. So hands out in front or by the sides. Good, keeping the chest up. Warming up these thighs. Couple more. Good job. Now stepping up, other side. Excellent. So now we're staying in around the 4 out of 5 mark. So we're not working to our maximum, but you're definitely in our exercise zone, starting to work harder. And that's where we're going to keep it today. So we're in gear 4, not quite on the motorway yet. And for our Hearties, you don't need to be in gear 5. And you shouldn't be for very long periods at all anyway. So the safest way to work in your exercise sessions is that just below your maximum, so around gear 3, gear 4 if you're a car. That's a good analogy, a way of looking at it. About a 6 to 7 out of 10 if you wanted to measure that way. So like I said, always be able to talk, not too breathless, and not feeling any chest pain at all. Good, excellent. Back to marching in the spot. One more roll of the shoulders. And backwards. Lovely, excellent. Up nice and tall. Grab a quick drink and let's get started on the main section. Great, so you should be feeling nice and warm by now. What we want to do now, pick up your hand weights. What we're going to do is alternate our leg exercises with a cardio exercise and then an arm exercise with another cardio exercise. So what this is going to do is keep our heart rate a little bit raised throughout the whole time. When we're resting or if I'm talking, I'm just marching on the spot, holding your weights. So that keeps things moving. Right, so our first exercise, what we're going to do first is our lunges. We're going to do backward lunges today. So you're going to stand nice and close, feet together, and what you're going to do is step backwards into a lunge. Swap sides each time. What that looks like from the side is up tall, step back into a lunge. Try and drop the back knee as low as you can. Now if that hurts either of your knees, don't go as low, just bend slightly less to the point where it feels comfortable for you. If you can and you've got no knee pain at all, go a little bit lower. So by mixing up our leg exercises and our cardio exercises, it's going to be a lot tougher today. So just take it in your own time. Do as many as you can. So today we're working to a timer of a minute on each exercise. So rather than counting how many we're doing, we're just moving along in a circuit style of a minute on each exercise. So we've got 10 more seconds here. Couple more. Good job. Excellent. So I'm going to put the weights down. If you feel like you could carry them as well, what we're going to do is up and down. So if you want to keep holding the weights, that makes things a little bit harder. Up to you. Good job. So we've got a minute on one leg. Then we're going to do an arm exercise and a minute on the other leg. So we're not going to have much rest between each exercise today. We're going to move really, really quickly through. Good job, that's halfway. Always handy to have a clock or timer with you so that you can keep an eye on how long you are doing each exercise for. Good. If you're holding the weights, you could either hold them by your side or up and down. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Pick up the weights again. What we're going to do is marching on the spot, just to keep the blood flowing to the legs, is come out to the side and back down, nice and slow. So a minute on these ones is quite tough.
Gonna do what we can. If it gets really, really tough for you, you can either lower the weight or you could slow things down. Good, so notice I'm up nice and tall. The weight doesn't go past shoulder height. And my shoulders are down away from the ears. So try not to hunch up nice and tall. Good, keep breathing. Got 10 seconds left. One more. Good job. All right, pop the weights down again. Other leg this time, up and down on your step. If you don't have a step, you might be jogging on the spot or doing your high knees. Anything that keeps you working that cardio. Marching on the spot as well, that's also a good exercise. Good job. Excellent. Halfway. Well done. 20 seconds. Couple more. Okay, well done. Next one is going to be our side lunge. So we did it in the warm-up. What we're going to do is for a minute, coming out to the side, a little bit slower as we're working this inner thigh muscle. We're going to do one side for 30 seconds. Again, like I said in the warm-up, if it's hurting your knees, just go a shorter step. So do what you can, but we're trying to get that real nice stretch on that inner thigh. And you'll also feel it in the outer glutes, so in this big muscle of the bottom. One more on this side. Good, feet together. Going to the other side. 30 seconds on this side. How's that feel? Good. See, I'm staying nice and tall, shoulders are back, tummy muscles are in. Trying not to fall forward, so stay up nice and high. 10 seconds. Last one. Great job. Back to marching on the spot. Okay, just roll the shoulders there. Couple times backwards, couple times forward. Now for our next cardio one, we've got 1 minute. You can either go back to the step ups. I'm going to do a little jog on the spot. So whichever one you prefer, let's give it a go. So over the last 6 weeks, you may be feeling ready for our jogging. We did it a couple of weeks ago where we did 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Hopefully you've been able to build on that. Try 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, and so on until you're building up the time that you can jog for. If you still feel like it's a bit too much to do the jogging, or you feel uncomfortable in the chest when you do it, or in the knees, stick with the step ups or the high knees, whatever you prefer. Good job. So just a little movement, doesn't take much. That really increases the heart rate. So if it feels too much already, slow it down. Got 20 seconds left. Nearly there, 10 seconds. Lovely. All right, picking up your weights again. I'm going to work the back to the arms. This time we only need one weight. So what we're going to do is 30 seconds on each side. So I'll just show you from the side. What we're going to do is start nice and tall. I'm going to tip from the hips. My knees are a little bit bent. I'm going to come over, see how flat my back is. If you have a table or a wall you can lean on, that's great. Otherwise you can lean on your thigh with your other hand. You're going to bring your elbow up so that the weight is near armpit. Then you're going to kick the weight back to see that my arm is nice and straight. Bring it back to the armpit and go again. So we're going to be here for 30 seconds. So notice that my shoulders are away from my ears and that my elbow's all the way straight at the top of the movement. Good job, nearly there. 3 more. 1 more. That's good. Up nice and tall, roll the shoulders. I'm going to swap arms. So up nice and tall, pull the belly in, bending over, elbow bend, pull the weight to your armpit and then kick back, arms straight, that's it. Good job. Excellent. So remember we're here for 30 seconds. If it's too much, come back up straight, start again. You might need to drop the weight a little bit lighter for this one. 10 seconds. Nearly there. Last one. Excellent, great job. Pop the weight back down, just roll the shoulders there. Shake the wrists. So our next minute is back to some cardio. So jogging on the spot, your step ups or your high knees, whichever you prefer, whichever level you are at. Good job. Excellent. So because this is a little more intense today, we've only got 4 more minutes. You're doing really, really well. Stay with me. It's a really good effort today. So not as much rest. If you do need water or a rest at any time, press pause, come back in when you're ready. 30 seconds left. 20 to go. Good job. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm just going to take a little sip of water because it is quite hot today. Excellent. So we're going to move on to the next leg exercise. So make sure you've got plenty of room in front of you. You're going to need a step. If you don't have a step, just any space in front of you. What we're going to do is work the thigh muscles this time. So pop your foot out in front of you, either on the floor or on your step. What we're going to do is come up and down with the other leg. So remember, we're doing 1 minute on our legs. We're going to do 30 seconds on each side. Lovely. So pushing through the heel of this front leg. Try and lift your opposite leg as high as you can. If it feels too much, just come up and do little taps. If you're on the ground, you're just doing up and down with one leg. So keep it going. Good job. 10 more seconds on this leg. Excellent. You should start to really feel a burn in the front of the thigh there and in the glutes as well. All right, change sides. So other leg up on the step or out in front. That's it. So this is our last leg exercise. So we haven't had much of a break this time. So if you needed a break at any time, don't worry. Come back and join us anytime. Get nearly there. 10 more seconds. Try and keep your balance. Good, last one. Excellent, and just shake it out. Get the blood flow back to the legs. Fabulous. So we've got 1 minute of cardio. So this time we're going to do high knees. You could jog on the spot again. We could do the step ups, up to you. So because it's been a little bit higher intensity today, we've made it a little bit shorter. So over the next few weeks, I'd like you to continue making your own little circuit. Try and do it 3 times a week, as well as your longer walks or cycles or whatever you're choosing to do for your cardio. So our goal is to do 30 minutes 5 days a week of exercise. So I know it's sometimes hard to fit in, but just do what you can. Excellent. 20 more seconds. So feeling towards the end here, getting a little bit more tired. So just try and keep up with us. Nearly there. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Well done. Alright, our last arm exercise for today. What you're going to need is a chair or a step. I'm going to use a step, so if you've got stairs at home, you're going to be using about the 3rd step. So what I want you to do is sit down on your stairs. So if these were a set of stairs behind me, you're going to sit down, up nice and tall, have your feet out in front of you, hands down by your sides next to your bottom on the stair. What you're going to do is lift your bottom off of the stair, and we're going to bend our elbows and come down low, about 1 inch, and back up. Good. I'm going to show you from the back as well. We're not going to do a full minute here because it is quite intense on the wrists and the small muscles of the back of the arm. So this is what it looks like from behind. And notice I keep my back nice and close to the step. So if you have a chair, make sure it's a nice solid base, really, really strong. Good. So we're just going to do 10 more seconds here. Do what you can. If it's too much, sit your bottom onto the seat and just bend the elbows back and down. You're working the backs of the arms here. So they're a small muscle, so we can't do quite as many on them. So that's that nice muscle there. Fabulous. All right, our last minute of cardio, and then we're all done. We can start our cool down. So I'm going to do jogging on the spot. So last minute. So over the last few weeks, you might have built up the amount of jogging that you're able to do, adding half a minute or a minute each time. So hopefully be able to do a little bit more each week. If you feel that the jogging's a bit uncomfortable, then try and build up your walking, go a little bit further each week. Excellent. 30 seconds left. Done. It's quite warm today, so I'm going to make sure that I drink plenty of water afterwards. Good, nearly there. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Just stop marching in the spot. We're going to start our cool down. Just relax the shoulders. I'm going to grab a quick drink. We've been working quite hard there for that period. So grab some water, and I'll see you in a second for the cool down. Great stuff. So make sure you've got some water on board. What we're going to do for our cool down today is focus a little bit more on our stretches. So keep going with the marching on the spot. So we've just finished quite an intense workout. We've done lots of step ups, we've done lots of lunges, lots of squats, some arm work, some calf work. So we want to stretch quite a bit today. So I want you to start with some big arm circles all the way up to the sky. Good, and other way. Good, this is a nice one to loosen up the shoulders. Excellent, then shrug the shoulders forward, up to the ears, and backwards. Excellent. Swing the arms out in front. Good, we're going to take the hands, interlock the fingers, drop the chin down, squeeze the shoulder blades, so push the arms away. So push them away as far as you can. Drop the chin. Good. Up nice and tall. Open out the arms. Palms face away from you. And then palms down. Good. Excellent. Then interlock those fingers again, but towards the sky. So fingers interlock. Push the arms up. And then push up in the other direction. Palms to the sky. Depends how flexible you are, even if you just put the arms up as high as you can. Just do what you can. Alright, roll the shoulders again. Excellent. Now, a couple of ways of doing the triceps. What we're going to do is take one hand towards the spine. The other one tries to reach it. If you can't reach, that's fine. Another way of stretching the tricep is to take one arm up to the sky, push down. Other hand comes up and pushes that elbow down. So it looks like that. So push that elbow down. Good. Other arm up to the sky. Try and reach as if you're putting sunscreen in the middle of your back. So that's where you're reaching. And then push that elbow down. You want to feel a nice stretch down the back of the arm. Good. Then if you still have your step, one heel up on it or just out in front of you, sit back until you feel a nice stretch at the back of the leg. Feels nice. Feels like we've done some work today. Other side, sit back. Excellent. Now if you can balance, pull one foot up behind. Try and get the knees touching. I'm going to stretch this big muscle down the front of the thigh. Good. Other side. You want to hold each stretch for about 10 seconds. Very good. Then just loosen up the hips, coming up on one toe at a time, stretching the spine. Good. Then take a big step out to one side, stretching the inner thigh. And the other way. Excellent. Last couple. Come up onto the step, hang one foot off. You're just going to let that heel hang. Keep your knee nice and straight. You should feel it in the calf. Good. It's been so nice to do a workout outside, so I hope you've been able to get outside today as well. And you can obviously do these workouts wherever is possible, wherever you've got room. That's the ice cream man. A little bit cruel, isn't it, to tempt us after doing all that hard work. Alright, last one. Big reach up to the ceiling or the sky. Push up and down. So reach down, big breath out, push up. Good. One more of those. Big breath up, push out. Well done. Thank you so much, guys. Really great work today.
Great job. So we've done our cool down. That's the final exercise session. So we've reached the end. This is our final week. So by the end of this week, you would have done 6 weeks worth of exercises, different ones every week. You've learned quite an array of new things that you can try. You can create your own little circuit at home or at the gym, and you can still get on with your walking and your other aerobic activity. Some of you have been hiking, you've been telling me, which is great. Other ideas is the cycling. So keep up all that good work, and I'm super glad that you're feeling healthier and fitter, and thank you for all your feedback. So don't forget, send me your results for the end of this week. So on Sunday night, take all your measurements, send them to me. Let's celebrate all together how well we've done, all your hard work. So in the nutrition front this week, we haven't focused on anything in particular. We've just been tying it all together. So that's being hydrated, having a healthy breakfast, setting you up for the day, a healthy lunch, whether you're out and about or at home, a dinner that has plenty of veg, not many carbs, some healthy snack ideas, and then this week we've been tying it all together. So well done on the nutrition front as well. I hope you've made some positive changes and you haven't found it too hard. I hope you have found it easy, because we've been implementing the changes gradually. So well done, really great to have you on board. Do spread the word about our program. If you've enjoyed it, let me know. Let your friends know. Let the others in your heart Facebook groups and on your emails, your friends, if they'd like to join, let them know. We've got our next group starting in 2 weeks, so I will keep you posted on the next date. You're more than welcome to join again if you'd like, and thanks for having you on board.